look who finally got around to building more Stardew Valley houses. I looked up when I built the first one, and the only one before this. It's been 2 years. That's a slight oops. But I'm finally getting around to building another Stardew Valley house. This time I am building 2 Willow Lane, otherwise known as where Emily and Haley live. I like to think this build went a lot better than than 1 Willow Lane. Both because it just I think I've made peace with the fact that the Stardew Valley houses don't make sense. Their interior just doesn't make sense in terms of actually fitting it into a house. So I've let that go and just built to the best of how it would look better in The Sims, whilst trying to stay as reasonably accurate as possible. So I think, plus so there's that, and then also I like to believe that maybe in like the 2 years, maybe I've gotten a little bit better at sim builds, just a little bit, teeny tiny little bit. We'll see. So what I find interesting about Emily and Haley's home is, like, it's meant to be a family home. It's like them and their parents, but their parents have been away traveling for like 2 years apparently. That's a while. Are they coming back? Who knows? But it made me wonder while building this, does that mean that, like, previously Haley and Emily had to share a room? Because obviously the double bed would be the parents' room. Or, like, was there a mysterious second room? Did Emily, like, sleep in a closet? Did what? Don't know. Not questioning. Just curious. So, 2 Willow Lane is essentially a 4-room house. There is the little living room, then there's the kitchen, eating area, and the 2 bedrooms. There is a little door that is in Haley's room that I only assume that in-game it's meant to be a closet or something, but for The Sims, and Sims being a game where, you know, people actually need to go to the bathroom, unlike Stardew Valley, behind that probable closet door is in fact a bathroom in The Sims, so don't worry. Your Sims will be okay. It's okay that Stardew Valley homes don't have bathrooms because The Sims houses do. I played around with this one for a bit because I kept being like, no, I'm making this room too wide, but I needed it to be wider to fit things in and make it look right compared to how the room is, and I'm just like, it's fine. It looks like a really spacious room anyway, so this is fine. This is fine. I'm also a little bit annoyed because that bookcase, I wish we had like a single version of that bookcase, because that would have been perfect, because I don't think the bookcase in their house is quite like a double bookcase. It's a big bookcase, but it's not that big, but that's the only one that's at all close to it, style-wise, and everything else I was like, no. Like, you saw me flick through bookcases. It just, no. Just no. Also, this was the build that really made me wish that they added in birds when they added in, you know, hamsters and hedgehogs and stuff, because Emily has a bird. I had to, like, I put in a hedgehog instead, because I was like, it's fine, a small pet, right? But a bird. She has a bird. Also, I found it very interesting that there's, like, the little TV on the stand in the room facing away from the bed. It's like, come on, if you're gonna have a TV in the bedroom, it's gotta face the bed. Maybe that's just my laziness talking. Maybe that's just every other setup I've ever seen of that, with those components ever. Who knows? I also, like, I also wish we had some more clutter in terms of, like, creative-y stuff. Maybe I've overlooked something. Maybe I have missed something that would have been good. But, like, Haley has a little, like, it's a pair of scissors and a piece of fabric on the table in her room. And I was like, we don't really have sewing stuff for, like, anything. So I kind of had to use the kids' little craft set, which doesn't look half bad as long as you don't look too closely to see the stickers. And hey, Emily could like stickers. It's fine. It's fine. Also, doing Haley's room really makes me want to have a beach wallpaper. We We almost have it. We almost have it, but we don't quite have it. Also, I want more beds with matching bed frames. Because I really wanted the single bed with the same frame as the double bed, because that's, you know, how the game looks. But we don't have that. We don't even have anything, at least not that comes in yellow. Not that comes in yellow. That matches. And I'm just like, please, I want more matching sets. You remember when they added 350, like, door color swatches? Can they just add, like, 350 frames, legs, and miscellaneous parts matching swatches? And maybe we'll get it eventually. I don't know. I'm also kind of, if I actually play this much, I want to make, like, of course, Emily is interested in tailoring, so she should totally be a stylist in The Sims. But whenever I get the mosquito stuff pack, because that's a thing. It is literally easier to say though, so hey. I would totally make Haley a fashion photographer. Because like, she already likes photography. I'd reasonably say fashion photography is something she would go into. Also, I just kind of really like I've been watching like all the big YouTubers with all their like, hey, here's all the stuff and like build and buy and how the photography works. And I'm like, I went from not caring about this pack, would only eventually buy it to like be a completionist, to, you know what? There's enough build and buy stuff, and I do kind of like the photography aspect that I actually do want it. You can take pictures with your pets. That's all. All the other things about photography, great. The thing that sold me, take picture with your pets. And the big, like, curved windows, I saw those and just went, Amityville horror build! Don't quote me on that, because quite frank, I haven't looked into if there's easily, like, a lot of... I mean, they made a lot of movies, so I like to believe there's a lot of pictures out there to show potential interior ideas. But at the same time, I also don't know because I haven't looked into it yet. Also, the roof right now, don't panic. I come back, I fix it. I may have went and like Googled how to do roof things and then realized I was being a dum-dum, and a small wall addition was all I needed because roofs are still troubling for me. I don't know how to roof. Also, there's like so not enough lights, which I didn't expect because looking at the little interior, there's like some wall lights and a few table lamps, which are all nice, but not really enough light for any room. So it's like, let's just go with a reasonably nice but not particularly distracting ceiling light. I almost used the saucer one, but I thought that would look out of place, so I was like, no, I need to find like a happy middle of like, doesn't look weird in the build, but isn't going to completely distract me because it's a huge light. So yeah, I think I'm happy with how the build came out. I think it has the essence of the Stardew Valley house and also works reasonably okay as a Sims house. I say reasonably okay. It's a pretty decent house. Like there's nothing weirdly shaped about it or anything. It's just a nice, if spacious house. Yeah. I'm also really thinking because I need to build some things in advance because I'm away next week. This is what this week is. This week is like panic mode. I need to get content ready for 2 weeks because I usually have just about enough time to have anything going in like the 1 week it's happening. I'm organized and I'm both an organized individual and I'm also someone who just needs to, I don't know, get better time management. Because I would say I need more hours in the day, but I also just need better time management. Be more like that one day I managed to get a vlog filmed in between getting home from work and doing stream. That's the day I gotta make more of. Yeah. It's my aim for tomorrow, actually, so hey. Tomorrow will be that day. And it's funny, because they're both Wednesdays. Thank you very much for watching. You might end up seeing another Stardew build next week, because this didn't actually take as long as builds I do just off the top of my head. I guess when you're actually building something based off of something, you actually know where you're stopping. You know when it's done. Quote-unquote freelance building is just like, gee, what else could I add? Maybe I'm done. And if you'd like to download this, it is up in the gallery under 2 Willow Lane, or you can search for my ID, Shrimpchu. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like Stardew Valley, because oh boy, are there a lot more houses to build.